What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Here's my deck profile on Luard. Keep in mind it's still in the testing phase, so if you have any questions, comments, complaints, all that stuff, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you one at a time. Starting with our starter is Revenger Conrad. His skill is go to the soul, pitch a normal unit, look at the top card. If it's something you like, you get to keep it. If it's something you don't like, put it on the bottom and then draw another card. Also, if you have a G unit face up, you can choose a unit on the board and it gets 5k for the turn. I like him for 3 reasons. The first reason is that he's pre-generation break, which means that you can fill the discard pile early with grade 1, so you can go ahead and do ritual. The second reason is because he fills the soul for free. He's not a counterblast. And the third reason is that I love to go into Spectral Diablo with this deck, so giving that extra 5k for the turn could be the make or break for certain games. Next we have the boss, the star, the main man, Dragheart Luard. Where the hell's the last one? There he is. Dragheart Luard. There we go. His skill is Ritual 3. You can take 2 normal units from your discard pile, put it back to the bottom of the deck, and stride for free. Oh my goodness, this is so good. You gain so much advantage. You get so many cards in your hand. You don't even know what to do with it. It's amazing. You're about to deck out, just ritual. Use ritual skill and then don't even stride, just swing. So yeah, he is amazing. You always want to be on Luard. I hate when I have to write anything else, so that's why I play 4 of him. His second skill is you can counterblast 1, sack 1 unit on the board, and call 2 grade 1 or less units. So you can call your starter, you can call any grade 1, you can even call the stand trigger, which we'll go over in a little bit. So yeah, he is amazing. And the backup to it is 1 Desperate Dragon. I only use him for the Diablo turns. Any other time I'll pitch him with the PG or whatnot. I thought about just cutting him and just running 4 Luards and that's it. But I probably didn't want to go 2 balls to the wall. So 1 Desperate Dragon just in case. Also, like the ritual skill doesn't work if you ride him. So like if they're grade 3, you go to Luard. You can't use ritual 3 skill. You have to stride. You have to pitch the stride that first turn. That's why you always want to go first with this deck. I think going first with this deck is really important. That way you're already on Luard, so when it becomes your turn, you can just ritual 3 skill and then stride for free. So yeah, 1 Desperate. I've seen some decks that run like 7, 8 grade 3s, and like I don't know. I think they're nuts. Like, why would you pitch cards to stride, and then once you have Luard, like I understand the point is to have the grade 3 so you can stride that first turn, but after that, then it's like all dead. Like, what's the point? Like, all you do is pitch to PG. It's such a waste. So just do this, man. Just run 4 Luards, maybe 1 of this or 2 of that. And that's it. Yeah. Moving on to the grade 2s. Alright, moving on to our grade 2s. The $30 card, the must-have at 4. Drag Wizard Morfessa. Morfessa has 3 skills. The first one is Ritual 3. When it swings at Vanguard, it gets an extra 5k, so it's a 21 column under a 7k booster. The second skill is on hit, counterblast 1, call a grade 1. So it has on hit Maka skill, which is really good because it puts a little bit of pressure on, and you don't have to counterblast early. So yeah, she's really, really good. Oh, and the third one, which is useful at sometimes. In the drop zone, it gets minus grade 1, so it becomes a grade 1. In the drop zone for your Luard skills, for ritual, all that good stuff. So yes, she is a must-have at 4. If you play less than that, you are bad. You have to have 4. Sorry about your wallet. Next, I have 3 Giva? I don't know how to pronounce her name. 7k, grade 2. Don't worry, she's good. Counterblast 1, pitch a card from your hand, draw 2 cards. So yes, you net an extra card. Yes, you get to build your discard pile with grade 1s. Yes, you can sacrifice her later. Yes, you should play her on Generation Break. So if you draw her early, don't worry about it. You can pitch her with her older sister, older, weaker, pre-Generation Break sister at 3k. Again, counterblast 1, pitch a card from your hand, Draw 2 cards. Build the discard pile with grade 1s. Get extra cards. Draw triggers. You love it. And then I run 2 Leafall. Leafall's first skill is Garbo. Don't use it. I've used it like once and I instantly regretted it. It's like, why did I do this when I had Swordbreaker and Drag Luard and Spectral Diablo? Don't use it. Just use them for 11k. You can play like the old man instead. I thought it was a little awkward because he has to be on the board before you call everything else. And Drag Driver and On-Stride Luard skills are both auto. So yeah, it makes it a little awkward, which means that he has to be placed before then. I just decided not to do it altogether. So yeah, I run 2 of him, and then my own little flavor, Dark Saga Painter at 1. I go into the Diablo strides a lot, Spectral and Phantom Blaster. So on Stride Luard skill, you can call her because she is grade -1 on Diablo. Her first skill really, is a filter. So again, help with the ritual, draw the triggers. You love it. Go ahead and G-Guard. Moving on to the grade 1s. Alright, moving on to the grade 1s, which is a little less hokey. I run 4 Abyssal Owl. Abyssal Owl's skill is when it's placed on rear guard, check the top 7 for Luard, put it in your hand, and then pitch up to grade 3. Which means that you can pitch a grade 3, you can pitch a 2 and a 1, you can pitch 3 1s. So he's good for building the discard pile with 1s for ritual. Keep in mind that the first skill is mandatory, so you have to go ahead and look at the top 7, and then I think you can put up to 1, so you don't have to get it, but you do have to shuffle the deck. Second skill, Ritual 3. When it's retired due to a skill of Luard, countercharge 1. So if you watch our earlier videos, I was like sacking him with knees and other guys, and I was unflipping damage, and yeah, don't do that. You're gonna get called on. It's bad. It's only for the Luard. So hopefully in the next set they'll come out with a Luard stride that lets you sack. So yeah, run him at 4. Next I run Drag Saber PG. Her skill is Act, Ritual 3, Generation Break 1. Basically, if you have 2 of them in the discard pile, you take 1, put it in your hand. You take the other, put it on the discard pile, and then you kill one of your units on the board. So yeah, you just always have a PG in your hand. It's really good. Why wouldn't you play it? Why wouldn't you always PG it all the time? Stop all those nasty on-hit effects. Stop all those nasty power columns. Run her at 4. She's amazing. The other one you could play is Karma Collector, just to unflip damage. But I think her skill's more important. Especially since this deck, I don't know, it seems kind of grindy. So I tend to like run low on deck, and she helps build that. So it's pretty nice. I think she's far superior over Karma Collector at the moment. Next, I run 3 knees. Not 2 knees, 3 knees. His skill is when he's called from the deck, Ritual 3, he gains 2k, so he's 9k. And then if you put him behind, that, then you get 16. It's kind of nice. Second skill is after he boosts a unit, you can kill the unit, counterblast 1, draw a card. I guess it's like a really, really poor man's Orgeyser. It's alright. I don't know. I use it like once or twice. It's meh. I hope he gets replaced because he's not all that great. And the other guy that's not too great is Night Sky Eagle. He's 11k on call. I mean, it's something, I guess. With Leafall, it's 22. Yeah, it's alright, I guess. I'm still playing around with it. I just don't know what else to play. I do run 2 Swordbreakers. Swordbreaker, I think, is a must in this deck, especially in my build, because I run the starter that builds Soul for no counterblast. So I like to cycle him out and then call him out with Luard skill, and then play the Swordbreaker, and then get the skill, and then just draw, man. That's the name of the game. And then my one tech of choice is Kaden. Kaden's skill is when it's sacked on the board if you have a Diablo, you get to give Vanguard 5k, and then on hit, call grade 1. So it puts some pressure on the Spectral turns, it puts some pressure on the Phantom Blaster turns if there's not already enough. And then the 5K with him and the starter, plus 10 to the Vanguard is pretty cool. So yeah, I thought about playing Honolulu, the Crate Elemental, but I like a little bit of pressure. I'm not too sure what to take out because like he's all right. The Eagle's okay and he's okay. Hopefully they come out with something better. All right, moving on to the triggers. All right, triggers are pretty simple. Let me go over the super intricate ones first. Like Howl Owl, I ran him at 4. Yeah, he's a must have at 4. I think he builds soul and he gives 3K, so he builds power columns. But yeah, most important is he does souls. So make sure you kind of like plan a turn ahead if you're gonna do drag driver, Luard, or if you're gonna do if you're gonna call sword breakers. Make sure to do it the turn before. Don't make mistakes. Don't make bad plays. Yeah, run him at 4. And then I run 2 stands. His skill is when he's sacked on the board, he counts as 2, and then he goes back to the deck. He's really good because you can call him out with the on-strike Luard. So, you know, you call him out, and then you swing with him in a grade 1, and then you swing with Phantom Blaster and sack those 2 and put him back in the deck. Yeah, he's pretty good. I don't know if I might bump him up to 3, but 2 seems to be working okay for now. And then I run 6 crits because crits are good. 6 crits. I can't wait to get that Luard crit. What you guys think about it? And then of course 4 heals because it's heals. All right, let's go to the strides. All right, the strides, the bread and butter, the reason why you play this deck. I run 4 Phantom Blaster Diablo. If you don't know what its skill is, it basically means it's almost game. If you have a G guard, it sucks. But yeah, I think it puts a lot of pressure on the board. It's really good because you get to call units basically for free. Why not sack it and make them sack units on the board? So yeah, it puts pressure. I like it. Run them at 4. The next card we got is, what is he, $30, $40 now? Drag Driver Luard. His skill is Ritual 3. When he's placed on rear guard, Soul Blast 1, flip a G unit up. And then for every face up one of these guys, you get to look through your deck for 1 grade 1. Put it onto the board, and it gets power based off of the amount of grade 1s in your discard pile. So he's good early game if you want to get that early grade 1. He's good late game because you get power columns. At first when I read him, I was like, he's pretty meh. But he's actually really good. I like him at 4. He's good in the Kagero matchup. He's good against people who have to clear your board. He's also good for yourself because when you sack for Diablo or Carnivore Dragon or all your other skills, he's good to replenish that. Just make sure you have enough soul because this deck is pretty soul hungry. Next, I run 2 Carnivore Dragon. His skill is Act. Sack one of your units, and then your opponent chooses 2 units to sack on the board. If they don't retire any units, you get to give 2 units 4K in the front row. Just keep in mind that it's even if they have 1 unit on the board, they have to sack that unit and you don't get the 4K. The only time you get the 4K is if they have absolutely no units on the board and you still have to kill one of your units to get the 4K. So he is like one of my best first riders. He uses it to clear the board, kill their starter, kill like a grade 2 that they have up front. So he's really useful. I'm starting to like this card more and more. That's why I run him at 2 now. And then I run 2 Spectral Blaster Diablo. He's the restander. I like to go to him the most. I like to go to him to close out games. Just make sure you have enough soul for him. And make sure you call that stand because otherwise you don't want to neg yourself too much on the board. And then if you notice, like, it's a little weird. This deck, like, it has decent first riders with Carnivore Dragon. And then I thought about cutting this too for Aura Geyser. But I don't know, it just seems awkward. Like, this deck tends to grind games out. So you can do late game Luard or late game Spectral or even late game PBA. Let me know what you guys think about the stride zone and what you would do to change it. I'm thinking Organizer, but I don't know. I'm still deciding. All right, moving on to the G guards. We have one Gleam. A Gleam is to build discard pile for ritual. It's also good to cycle. I think a Gleam is really good in most decks. And then of course we have the freebie, the Plot Maker Dragon. Ritual 3, get 10k. So yeah, super free. Why wouldn't you play it? I thought about like cutting this for 4, but you know, just in case. It's nice to have. Alright guys, that wraps up my deck profile on Luard. Please let me know if you have any questions, concerns, opinions, things that you would change to the deck, things that you would add, take out, all that stuff. I'm still playing around with it, which is pretty cool about this deck, because right now there is no right or wrong answer. I feel like this deck, it should be fueled through ritual. Like I made it this way where there is no stride fodder, there is very little grade 3s, because I just want to be ritual, using Luard ritual over and over again. So that's why I run so many things that pitch and draw, because I want to make sure that there's always grade 1s in this card pile. I think that's why Drag Driver Luard has become so important in this deck. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and we will catch you guys later.